There is a bizarre gleam coming from the focal point of our world, and nobody is very certain what causes it. Researchers were perplexed to discover gamma beams from the core of the Milky Way back in 2009 utilizing NASA's Fermi telescope. Presently, another investigation, distributed in March 2021, recommends that the slippery wellspring of the divine glimmer could be dim matter. The exploring paper was composed by Mattia di Mauro, an atomic physicist situated in Turin. He considered 10 years of estimations from the Fermi telescope, just as information from the International Space Station, and investigations of close-by Bantam universes. The proof proposes that dim matter particles are smashing together and annihilating each other in a blast of gamma beams and subatomic particles. On the off chance that Mauro's hypothesis is right, it could make ready for another comprehension of the dim matter. From the abundance of proof he gathered, the Italian physicist has assessed the mass, conduct, and rot of the puzzling particles. Be that as it may, numerous different researchers are careful about Mauro's discoveries. Some accept that the galactic sparkle steers clear of the dull matter. All things considered, they contend that it comes from a lump of stars in the center of the Milky Way. In March 2021, researchers reported that they had gotten a sign from the most removed locale of room at any point recorded. The divine discharges voyaged 13 billion light-years before they were found by stargazers on Earth. It is profoundly uncommon for stargazers to discover radio signs from so somewhere down in space. The waves are said to come from a distant, tremendous galactic article that lets off a gigantic measure of energy. Researchers accept that the sign they got was transmitted when the universe was 780 million years of age, still in its infancy. The universe is something puzzling. It is continually growing. We realize that without a doubt, and every one of the systems inside it are floating further separated. Be that as it may, estimating the speed of its development is a troublesome errand. The extension of the universe is portrayed by the Hubble consistent, named after U.S. stargazer Edwin Hubble. In any case, there are two distinct methods of computing the Hubble steady, and the two of them produce fundamentally various outcomes. However, presently there is another hypothesis that could help tackle this issue: dim alarms. Dim alarms happen when huge heavenly items like dark openings or neutron stars come crashing into one another with such power that it twists the texture of existence. These galactic contortions are known as gravitational waves and were first gotten by the LIGO finder in 2015. Dual alarms are known to deliver glimmers of light that appear on conventional telescopes. At the point when this occurs, researchers can utilize the gravitational wave sign to ascertain the distance at that point, work out how rapidly it is moving away by estimating the light. Yet, specialists trust that, as innovation improves, they ought to before long have the option to pinpoint dull alarms with outrageous exactness. In the consistently advancing field of gravitational wave cosmology, researchers will actually want to ascertain the Hubble steady without the requirement for the explosion of light. At the beginning of the universe, 2 or 3 billion years after the Big Bang, space was a huge organization of enormous worlds. Monster star frameworks filled the skies. These gigantic universes required virus gas for fuel, however, they were quite often encircled by hot air gas. From where did this virus gas come? How were these supersized systems ready to endure? Cosmologists have gone through years looking for a response to those inquiries. Presently, because of another investigation from the University of Iowa, they are one bit nearer to an authoritative answer. Researchers have since a long time ago presumed that universes were taken care of cold gas by interconnecting structures made of dull matter. These designs are like fibers and pipelines. In any case, this new examination denotes the first run through stargazers that have distinguished one of the grandiose pipelines. Utilizing a best-in-class locator in the Atacama Desert, cosmologists investigated a system shaped when the universe was simply 2.5 billion years of age, a fifth of its present age. The examination group discovered proof as synthetic fingerprints on the edges of the universe that proposed there was a flood of cold gas. Further investigation affirmed the gas was being siphoned in from an external perspective, supporting the hypothesis of galactic filaments. Extra-Earthbound jellyfish may seem like something out of a dodgy sci-fi B-film. Yet, researchers as of late found a mammoth tentacled construction rambling across the universe. And it has left them scratching their heads. The USS Jellyfish is a puzzling mass of accused particles of a width of over 1 million light-years. The slippery monster has been portrayed as the first known polyphenix, a strange and unpredictable region of the room that radiates radio waves. Stargazers say they have seen nothing very like it. Australian understudy Torrance Hodgson initially revealed the USS Jellyfish in 2017 as a component of his alumni research project. From the start, he accepted he had committed an error. In any case, after much investigation, he and his counsel Melanie Johnston Hollett found the exceptional design hiding in the Able 2877 World Bunch. The abbreviation, USS, bears no connection to the U.S. Naval Force. All things considered, it represents a super steep range. A reference to the way that the USS Jellyfish just shows up on a restricted band of low-recurrence radio waves. Researchers have conjectured about the starting points of the USS Jellyfish. One hypothesis is that the enormous design is made of the remainders of issue heaved by dark openings around 2 billion years ago.